And hello! Hello! Look, it's our boy, it's our beauty boy, Blue Blanc. And he's standing atop of the, Rouen, actually, I'm not even sure what those are. I think that's the warehouses, the storage warehouses. Yeah. But, we are back with some more of this. And, our last episode, we had a run-in with Blue Blanc, our first Ouroboros member, who is all about beauty, as he says. And so, let's continue, shall we? And so, the feat comes to an end, but the passion it left in my heart still burns within me. Ah, my only solace is to wait in the pale moonlight for the cool breeze of the sea to still my heated blood. Sorry to make you wait. Oh, okay. Lawrence. Ah, perfect timing. You really are perfectly punctual, my friend. It would not hurt you to learn to be fashionably late, you know. Sorry, but punctual is what I am. Now, what is your report? Oh, let us not be boorish and hurry so, yes? This has been a grand evening. Allow me to savor it a little longer. Really? I'll take that as a report of I really like them then. Like? The lovely princess has stolen even more of my heart. It's a miracle I yet live, I tell you. What's more, I met a rival in the arena of beauty and aesthetics. A rival! Me! I shall be quite busy the next few weeks, I think. You really are hopeless. You're welcome to pursue your hobbies, but do not let it interfere with the plan. You need not worry on that score, my friend. On that note, here, take it. Very good. So, how did your experiments go? Yes, call it a 90% success rate or so. The hologram projector can accurately project from many hundreds of cells. The first two are so projections were miserable failures, I'm afraid. After the third, however, the device worked flawlessly. So, some cause for concern, but not much. It does function. I'll report to the professor at once. That gospel! Truly, it is far beyond contemporary technology, and I don't simply mean its ability to negate orbits. I know it was made by the 13 factories, but how exactly does it work? I'm not sure. I'm not privy to the details. According to the professor, these phenomena are just the tip of a miracle. Oh, so it's the stuff of miracles, is it? Miracles are the providence of she who dwells above all. She who dwells above alone. I read that wrong, sorry. What does he mean, I wonder? Regardless, a few more experiments should make the potential of the Gospels clear. With that... Oh, we've had a number of unexpected actors coming onto the stage this night. How shall this cameo end, I wonder? That's up to how our hidden mouse responds. Ha, indeed. Come now, mouse, cry for us. I'm not sure who that little mouse is, but your life is spared, it seems. Thank it, and thank Adios for your life, rodent. Bring on the beer! Ugh, can't drink no more. Damn it. I coulda. Could you though? Oh look, it's Kevin. Okay. Thank you, Adios, Saints, and anyone else I'm forgetting for saving your humble servant. Like I need to be told to give praise to the goddess. What monsters, though? So those are the enforcers of Ouroboros, huh? We are now in Chapter 2.
Okay, we're off to Zeiss. Anyone have anything else they want to do before we go?
Nah, don't think so. Unless you can think of anything, let's book. I can think of one piece of business. Where did Miss Dorothy go? She disappeared quite suddenly, and I'm curious as to where she could have gone.
I think she went to go see Niall in the hotel. That's a good point. I think we should go say hi and thanks before we leave Rouen.
Yes, I think so too. We owe Dorothy our lives, really. I wanted to say goodbye to Matron Teresa and the children before we left as well. But I tried calling them from the guild a minute ago, and I think they're out.
They are? Aw. I wanted to say goodbye too.
Hey, we can write them a letter when we get to Zeiss. They'll get a kick out of it. Worst comes to worst, ain't too hard to get back here.
Yeah, that's true. I'll write them then.
Hey! Well, we'll write them. We'll write them. I want in too.
Well, come, my friends, let us away. To the pulsing heart of the Orbo Revolution and the seat of geniuses. Well, before we do that, we still have two more quests, at least two more quests to do. So, the first thing we want to do is we want to go to the Levantar, this place, Levantar Casino. And I believe, want to talk to this person.
What do I do? My husband up and decided out of nowhere that he wants to pursue a full-time career in gambling. It's about the stupidest thing I've ever heard coming from that mouth of his. Someone, anyone, stop him.
Alright. And I believe this guy is her husband? I believe so, I'm not sure. Alright, come on, come on! Got it! Joker! It is your win, sir. You fought well, my good man, just not well enough to face me! Ha ha ha! Fear not, friends, you oh wait. Is it not gonna... Wait, is that not who I'm supposed to talk to? Oh, maybe I need to talk to her again?
Please, you've got to stop my husband.
I'm so confused. Play roulette. Play blackjack. Play poker? Huh. I'm so confused. That's actually... I'm pretty sure that's what's supposed to happen. Like, well, she's supposed to give me... I think she's supposed to give me Mira so I can... Oh, here we go. Jesus. It's on the board now. Like, she's supposed to give me like 1,000 Mira or something so I can go challenge her husband.
May we have a moment? You wouldn't happen to be Lakeisha, would you?
I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right.
Yes, I'm Lakeisha. Oh! Are you the Bracers?
Yeah, we saw the posting.
Good. You know a little bit of what's going on at least. Are you all set? I'd like to go over the details.
Yes.
Yeah, of course it's okay. So, what can we do for you?
What I'd like to ask of you is very simple. Do something, anything to make my husband lose at gambling.
What?
That's it?
Win a game of chance. A most intriguing request.
You heard me right. I don't care what game, just please, win against my husband. He's always been the type to get so wrapped up in whatever it is he's doing that he doesn't know when to stop. I mean, really. He gets a few wins in a casino and suddenly he's convinced he's a pro gambler. And I know that one-track mind of his. If he says he wants to turn pro, anything I say is in one ear and out the other. So I'd like you to nip that in the bud before things go that far.
Well, I see. Family circumstances, huh?
Looks like you got it rough. No, I was naive. I should have just refused when he suggested a casino trip. No point in complaining now. Here, let me give you 1,000 mira as a wager. If you wager this all in one bet, I'm sure my husband will take you up. I sure hope so. Is your husband upstairs at the casino right now? Yes, he's made himself nice and comfortable up there. Last I saw, he was playing cards at Philo's, Philo's his name.
Understood. We'll check the card table.
Do me a favor, don't hold back. Make sure he loses decisively. Is there anything else I can help you with? Any questions?
We're okay, I think. You covered all the basics. The real question is, how do we win the match? I mean, gambling's ultimately luck, isn't it?
Yeah, but letting that luck live, or killing it, takes skill. Whether we can win or not depends on your match.
Strategy is the key to be more precise.
Guess we're in for some fun times.
If strategy's what you're worried about, you'll be fine. My husband is a total amateur. He's terrible at lying. Every thought that crosses his mind is written on his face, plain as day. He's not normally the kind of person well-suited to gambling.
Huh, really? Hearing that makes me feel a little bit more confident. Alright, let's do this thing.
That's the spirit. Nobody's ever won a game by acting like a sore loser before the match even started. I'm in your corner, you guys. Now get up there and knock my husband down a few pegs. Alright, so, this little quest here is very dependent on, which route you went. If you went with Agate or Charizard, and then it's also dependent on who you have, face off against, Filio, whatever his name is.
His equipment looks brand new. Was this established recently?
In a way, it just reopened after renovations during the birthday celebration.
Hey, now that I think about it, it was being worked on last time.
I see. So where is our high-rolling target?
Right, his wife said he'd be at the cards table.
Bingo! Alright, come on, come on! There it is! Jack! Oh, this power on the draw! I feel invincible!
It is your win, sir.
Know that you fought well, my good man. I'm afraid you just had the wrong opponent. Ha 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 ha!
Yep, he's exactly as she said. That's gotta be him.
Quick, let's talk to him. If we waste any time, he's bound to get wrapped up in another match.
Ah, right.
Oh, okay, hit me again. Huh? What's up with you guys?
We've heard you know your way around a card game, mister. So we'd like to challenge you.
Challenge? Me? Alright, I'll bite. Question is, do you have the mirror? I'm not taking any cheap bets. The wager's 1,000 mirror. Rich enough for you? Heh, that's a mighty wager. Fearless, aren't you? Fine, I'll take you guys on. Okay, so which one of you is gonna be my opponent? Or maybe all three of you want to have a piece of the Feeling Master at the same time. That works too. I'm feeling lucky.
All at once is a bit crazy. We're not playing old maid here.
In that case, good customers, how would you like to try a variant of poker? There are a few that allow a match to be settled over several rounds.
Sounds like just what we're looking for.
I'll say, what are the rules?
Both sides choose a lineup of contenders and settle the match over 3 rounds. Each round is a normal poker, and the first team to win one match wins. However, your team can only fold 1 time. Oh, right, okay, so I think it's like you get... Okay, I thought it was supposed to be only 1 character at a time. Well, only one match, but I think it's 3 or 4 characters. The way he's saying it's like your team can only fold 1 at a time. So I'm not fold 1 at a time. You have to select teammates. So you can only select like pretty sure you can only select like 3 or 4. Granted we have 4 characters. If one team member folds, the rest have no choice but to challenge.
And it's a 3-round match, huh? Oh, there you go. So 3 rounds. So 3 characters. Simple, quick, elegant, and I like it. Only problem now is that there's 4 of you.
It's not like all 4 of us need to play. One of us can sit this out.
That's perfect, actually. If I can, I'd like to be the one to sit out.
You sure, Chloe?
Students are forbidden to gamble by school rules. I don't want you to think I'm trying to skip out on our job, but it is kind of awkward for me.
No, I get where you're coming from. Gambling's not exactly a healthy part of your daily balanced school curriculum. We can handle it from here, so take a load off.
Sorry for the mix-up.
And then there were 3. We're well on the road to a climactic 3-round match.
Not that it would matter if there were 4, or even 5 matches. I'd win them all anyway.
Are you satisfied with the rules as I explained them?
Yeah, I'm okay with them. Sure, we don't mind either.
Well then, allow me a few moments to make preparations. During that time, good guest, please decide the order of your matches.
Order. So who's gonna go first and stuff? That shouldn't take us too long.
Thank you very much.
I'm ready when you guys are.
Alright, order time. How do we want to do this?
Might I suggest that we pick based on our gambling prowess?
Full disclosure, guys, I have like 0 confidence in my card skills.
Scarred kills, yes. Yes.
I always lose to Joshua.
It's been a while since I left gambling behind me. But hey, this contest is all willpower. I can make do. How about you?
Worry not, I'm a man who's rife with confidence in my card game. Leave the center to me, for I am certain I can play it well.
I'm good with that.
That's 1 down. Other is second. It's between me and you now, Agate.
I'll go first. You take the end.
What? Why are you picking for me?
He who strikes with all his might first wins, yes? In other words, he plans to settle things before you come into play.
Exactly. There ain't no deep meaning in the order anyway. Basically, we just gotta win.
Oh, sure, but the pressure's on if it ends up going to the 3rd round.
I finished preparing for the match. Is everyone ready to begin? Poker faces on, comrades.
Alright, let's do this.
Good luck, Estelle.
Yeah, thanks. Come on, Estelle, a girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do.
This marks the first round of 3. Poker rules in this region are as standard. However, there's a hierarchy among suits. The strongest is spade, followed by hearts, diamonds, and finally clubs. I will now begin dealing your cards.
This is bad. Maybe I could try aiming for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 straight. Honestly, the odds aren't great. Haha, my lucky streak strikes again! My first round and I've already got a great hand. Man, I got this in the bag!
You must have a really good hand.
If that truly were the case, I can assure you that he'd be much quieter about it. Remember, you can't challenge an opponent who chooses to fold.
Good point.
Time to start this thing off. Do I aim big or should I aim low? So for this one, okay. The game, there's like obviously set choices. Like this is a game where it's like you either win or you lose. You know, they're giving you the choices, and now you have to make the choice of like, you know, you based on your judgment, you're like, okay, do I go with this or this, right? But like the cards are not randomized. It's all gonna be pretty much the same every time, right? But like in a real game, right? You could try to aim for a 4 to 8 straight, but I would never advise that. Like, if you look at this hand, you got 4, and you have 4, 5, and the 8, right? That means you have to swap out the king and the 10. And if you were to swap out the king and the 10, the chance of you getting a 6 and a 7 is pretty fucking low, right? You're better off actually keeping the highest card and then swapping the rest in order to try to get for like pairs, 3 of a kind, or something better, like trying to get a better hand. Maybe even like swapping out 5, 4, and 8 and keeping the king and the 10 to try to get like either 2 pairs or like try to get you could still try to get like a straight, because then you would need a jack and a queen, right? So like in all actuality, keeping a king and the 10 would also be a pretty good move. But in this scenario, keeping the king is actually your best move. One way or another, the odds aren't all that great. This is just the start, though. I should go for the safest bet I got.
Would you like to change cards?
Yeah, 4 cards.
And you, sir?
I'll change 3. Okay, how'd that turn out? Yeah. It's rough.
Agate's face hasn't even twitched. He's so still. Yes, quite the poker face indeed. A viral man such as he simply begs for my affection by furrowing his brows so pointedly.
Yes, fell right into my hand while I was waiting. Come, good challenger, come at me anytime.
He's totally confident. But I wonder how much of that is a bluff.
I got nothing right now. I could bluff my way out of this, but if he calls it, we're done for. Do I push or do I pull back? This is a tough thing to do. On one hand, if you like the reason I think this works here, the reason this works here is because Philo's an amateur and he has no clue what the fuck he's doing, so he's probably just trying to bluff his way, right? He probably has shit and probably it might be worse than what we have. But in like a normal card game, I think calling someone's bluff here or trying to bluff your way here, like it can be a little difficult here, because like not everybody wears their emotions on their face like that. So it's like your opponent could be bluffing you and give you like a straight face, and you can try to bluff them back, and then you end up, you know, getting fucked over. At the same time, you could end up with the win. But also like you got nothing to bluff with, so it's like you really gotta pick and choose your battles here. Fold? Me? Fat chance I'd ever choose to fold.
Would you like to challenge him?
Yeah, of course. I'll challenge here. Are you sure? I got a really, really great hand, so... You sure? You yap a lot, you bastard. I said I'll challenge you. Shut up and decide if you'll take it or not.
What will you do, sir?
What to do? I bet I could win with this hand, so I'll... I fold! I'll fold! Just please, don't do anything to me! Hey, he said he's folding.
Pardon. Yes, so he did. With that, sir, I'm afraid you can no longer fold starting the next round.
That was so scary.
Whew! Filio folded. Well, it might be more accurate to say he got folded.
How very like Agate.
Nice work, Agate. Now I know why you said you'd challenge him with willpower. Not only did you actually do it, you pulled through and won. Gotta admit, I'm impressed and kinda stunned.
Yes, your recovery was remarkable. Your position was looking very dangerous for a moment there.
Yeah, I managed to work it out. Still, we haven't won yet. Make sure you guys are ready for the rest. That's true. We won the first match, but it only takes one win from him for us to lose the bet.
I may need the courage to stand down if the situation calls for it. In other words... Sirs, are you prepared for the next match? Ah, that's my cue. May Lady Luck favor me with her grace.
Counting on you.
After all the talking you did, I am so not gonna go easy on you if you lose.
I will now begin dealing your cards.
Honestly, not too bad of a hand. I mean, it's not great. There's easily so many other things that can nab a win off of this, but it's not too terrible.
My only a pair of fours. A rather uninspiring hand.
Here. No, it might come here.
He seems kinda hesitant.
Yes, his expression is different. He might have a good hand.
Now, what to do? Should I reach my hand out or distract my foe? Either way would make for a worthy spectacle.
Alright, so... I mean, the obvious choice is to just keep the pair and get rid of the rest of it, right? Because the 10-5 and the Jack aren't doing anything for us, right? And there's and exchanging one card would be like wasting a turn. So we're gonna exchange all cards and keep the pair.
I should play it straight here. Will you be changing cards? I will. 3 cards, please. You, sir.
I'll take 2.
How did it turn out?
Oh man. Okay, personally, I would probably try to win with this one. I would either... I mean, I don't know what his hand is. He could end up with like a full house, right? But like, personally, this isn't too bad. It's okay. I would try to push my luck a little bit, but not too much. Like, it's one of those hands that like you kind of do like a... yeah, this one's okay, this is a good hand. It's like, yeah, maybe, right? But if they start to like, oh, I'm all in, then you're like, no, fold, I'm out. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, you don't want to put too much of a bet on it. You put like a tiny bet. Like, you just do like a check. Like, okay, we're good, you know?
2 pair. Enough to challenge on.
Man, I can't read his face at all. What the heck are you thinking, Oliver?
He has a surprisingly strong poker face, doesn't he? Alright. Yeah, I'm okay. He seems awfully subdued compared to before. Did he get some kind of big hand?
The way he's quieted down is quite disturbing. Now then, what should I do?
So, this is basically just going to show like how Filio basically wears his emotions on his face. And like, he's quieted down, so he definitely got like probably like a full house or a straight or something, right? So we're gonna fold.
Our foe has already folded once, so he will have to challenge this time. It's dangerous to corner an already wounded beast.
That's also true. He can't fold again, so yeah.
Will you challenge? No, I'll fold. It takes cunning to know when when retreat becomes the more respectable strategy.
Folded, did you?
Oh, you seem quite disappointed. If I wasted a good hand of yours, then may you have my most heartfelt apologies.
No, it's nothing like that. I didn't have much of a hand either. As of the next round,
Neither side will be able to fold.
Would you look at that? He folded.
probably figured out his opponent had the better hand.
I have returned, my loves. Did you see my calm and expert assessment of the situation? It was flawless.
But did Filio really have a good hand? If you'd challenged, you might have won.
I'd say it's almost certain that he had a much stronger hand than mine. Methinks if I had challenged, I'd be swimming in a sea of tears by now.
Don't you think that's a wee bit dramatic?
Now that both sides have folded, neither of us can back down from the final round. Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna settle this nice and clean next match.
Yeah. Well, wait. Next match is my match, isn't it?
Kinda late for you to act clueless now.
Our fate is in your hands, Estelle. I shall pray for your victory with all my strength.
Pray, huh? That doesn't necessarily mean the hand of my dreams will come.
Oh, but what if it does?
What? What's going on in your twisted mind now?
Estelle, if I could provide a word of advice, If you're ever uncertain of which card to choose, you may be better off simply tossing them all to the wind. The thought reminds me of a popular saying which illustrates my point beautifully. It's easier to rebake a cake than to recoat the frosting.
He basically told us what to do with Estelle's hand. We already know how we're gonna play this one.
Popular my ass. You just made it up. Still, why tell me any of this?
Just a hunch. Keep it at the back of your mind during your match, won't you? Are you ready for your final match?
Hey, it's about that time.
I pray Adios grant you victory, Estelle.
Sure, thanks. Something's bothering me.
You're both prepared, I hope. We will now begin the final match.
Okay, so we have like literally, well, not quite. Okay, this goes back to like the first round where it's like you could go for like a straight here, but the problem here is that you have only two cards that you're going to be able to change out. The 9 and the 4, right? So, okay, there's three ways to go about this. You could change out the 4 and pray you get an 8. It's not going to happen, right? You could change out the 9 and the 4 and get a straight and aim for a straight flush. It's not going to happen, right? So, overall, this is just a bad hand. There are other options you could do where it's like you could be like, oh, maybe I'll just hold on to the jack or hold on to the jack and the 10 and pray I get something good, right? Obviously though, the game is technically rigged, right? So we already know what to do. Oliver basically told us what to do.
A kind of awkward draw. I don't have a hand now, but I could try to aim for a flush. How's Filio acting this time?
I got it! It's here! Could it be? No, it's nothing. Don't worry about it, really. Ah, what a cruddy hand. Oh man, I'm done for.
He's changed his tune.
Yeah, looks like he's got something worthwhile.
Now, how will you proceed in turn, Estelle? I hope my advice fell on willing ears.
This is bad. Filio looks like he's at the top of his game. Even if I complete the flush, he might come out with an even better hand. With the hand I've got, though, there's not much more I can aim for outside of that flush. Something in my gut's telling me to just go with what Oliver said. Throw all my cards and start fresh.
Exchange all cards.
Even if I finish the flush, if he's got something better, there's no point. Never thought I'd say this, but you win, Oliver.
Will you be changing your cards?
Yeah, all 5 cards. Okay, no turning back, Oliver.
Well played, Estelle. And you, sir?
I'll just swap one.
What is he doing?
Phew.
Oliver blew in the dealer's ear. Ha! What on earth are you doing?
My apologies, I simply couldn't endure the anxiety of the moment. The tension escaped me, so to speak. I feel much calmer now, thanks to your assistance.
You idiots!
If you're satisfied then,
Stop.
step back, please. I can't proceed with the game until you do. Oh, my apologies, if you'll pardon me.
He's an idiot. But I'm the bigger idiot for actually believing in him.
Well then, resuming as we were, you wish to exchange your entire hand, correct, miss?
Yeah, all 5.
And here, 1 card for you.
Alright, come on.
Do you have your cards? Now, if you would, please show your hands.
Okay, I'll show first. It really did come! So he's got a straight flush. Look at this, it's a royal straight flush!
A royal something or... Isn't that the strongest hand?
Whoa, whoa, that hand of all things! The odds of that are next to nothing.
It'll be hard to win against that hand. Are you sure about that?
Huh?
Please, show your hand as well, miss. The conclusion of a match is never known until the last card is on the table.
Yeah, I'll show. Not much of a point when I'm up against a hand like that, but rules are rules. Huh? That's a pretty one-sided hand. Is this? No way! A spade royal flush!
It certainly is decisive. Ah, but you have spades. In that case, your hand trumps Philo's.
You're kidding me!
The match is yours, miss.
We won? We won! Woohoo! We won!
Please, check your wager.
We won!
What a splendid turn of events! What is it, Agate?
I see. So that's why you were acting so shady.
Come now, whatever could you mean?
Well, whatever. I'll pretend I didn't see it. It's why we won, so you won't see me complaining.
Always a pleasure to be at your service.
Sorry for holding things up. Let's go report to the client. You guys, why are you gazing at each other like that?
Isn't it obvious? Agate was so moved by my gallantry in the second round that he's been dying to make a move on me ever since.
What the? Stop spouting random crap, you dumbass!
Come now, my red-maned beaut. There's no reason to hide your feelings, or are we playing hard to get? Oh, Agate, you shy little boy.
Don't listen to him. Come on, let's go downstairs and report to the client.
Really? You really beat my husband?
Yeah, it was rough, but we took him down.
Here's your wager back. Your 1,000 mirrors doubled to 2,000.
That's fine, you can have it. Think of it as making up for how cheap the job pay was.
Huh? Are you sure? I mean, I'm grateful, but are you sure what we did is enough? I don't know if your husband will learn his lesson just because he lost against us.
Even if he doesn't, I'm sure the casino will finish the job. They're professionals in their own right. After all, there's no way they'll let my husband keep on this winning streak of his.
True enough. In that case, we'll be moving on. That okay?
Yes, it's fine. You've done more than enough.
I'm amazed you took a bizarre request like this as seriously as you did, but you guys have been true professionals. You've done the Bracer Guild's reputation justice in my eyes.
Thanks. We're just doing our job, but it feels awfully good to hear you say that.
If anything else happens, I'll be sure to look you guys up.
Yeah, come to us anytime. Alright, so we did that one. And then we have another quest, another side quest, which is in the hotel. This one, this one's quite a pain to, like, figure out. I obviously have it all written down, so, I mean, we're just gonna do, I'm just gonna follow my instructions here, you know what I'm saying? I believe we go... Wait, no. We need to go to the basement floor. And the upper right...
Hello! Hello,
Nah, it's you guys. I heard from Dorothy that you guys solved that little ghost problem.
Yeah, we did, but is Dorothy okay?
She was yammering on drowsily about what happened. Once she finished, she conked right out, so I had to put her to bed. Well, a hell of a lot happened last night, and she saved our skins. I can't blame her for being kinda tired. Let her rest, okay? A real reporter can go a good week without sleep, when he's got a scoop. Oh yeah, some of the stuff she was talking about sounded wild, but she didn't really explain it all. Mind if I ask you guys a few questions?
Sure, go ahead.
Estelle gave Niall an outline of their encounter with Blue Blanc and answered his questions. Alright, I think I get it now. Son of a Phantom Thief B himself is in the burrow, and he's one of those Ouroboros people. Ugh, kinda wish I hadn't heard that.
What? Now, you know about that masked weirdo?
No, yeah, he's a famous thief who caused a stir in every major city on the continent. If he wants something, he'll get it, and he always steals things with a big old show. For a phantom, he's got a love of drama, that's for sure. Yeah, that sounds like our weirdo, alright.
He even admitted he's Phantom Thief B from those cards, so...
Like I said, though, thievery is one thing, but he's also a lackey of the society. Wouldn't think Ouroboros would have use for someone like him, but at the same time, if they do, it's terrifying.
Niall, I'm curious. Do you intend to write an article about what happened?
Nah, the guild and the Royal Army asked me not to report on anything to do with the society. I'll probably end up writing about someone's ill-intended crime of pleasure or something.
With the coup d'etat foiled, the kingdom is beginning to settle. I do see the wisdom in this. There is little sense in terrifying the populace with news of a dangerous secret society just yet.
Yeah, I ain't happy about it as a reporter, but I guess I see where the government is coming from. Still, if anything else happens, tell me about it, yeah?
Of course! Anyway, we're off for Zeiss.
No, right. I've got a draft I need to write up, so I can't see you off, but want me to wake Dorothy?
Nah, it's okay. She's fast asleep, and I'd hate to disturb her. Give her our best when she gets up, okay?
Will do. Be careful, guys. Alright, so now that we've talked to him, we need to go back to the first floor. And we get this guy. Hey, you guys! You're bracers, right?
Yeah, is something wrong? You look kind of frazzled.
There's something I'd like you to investigate urgently. Could you come right now? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks, I owe you. So, where should we go? Head to Norman's election office. It's on the top floor of the hotel. Here, I'll show you the way. So, like, it's not getting to this part that's annoying. It's basically everything that comes along after this, after like the dialogue and everything. It's all the stuff that we got to do after. Because there's quite a bit. I'm telling you, I didn't do it. Hurry up and let me go home. I got work to do. No, calm down. Just bow with us until the braces arrive. Once that investigation's done, you can leave.
Speak of the devils. See, here they are. That sure was fast, Hideo. Yeah, I looked out and ran into some bracers right away. This is Norman. I'm sure you've seen him on the posters around the city.
One of the guys running for mayor, I think? I'm Estelle Bright of the Bracer Guild.
Agate Krosner, also a bracer. Let's get to business. What happened? One of our campaigners, was injured by someone. In other words, it's an assault case.
An assault? Well, that's never a nice thing to hear. Is the victim okay?
Yes, he's still here. He was unconscious for a bit, but it was thankfully nothing serious.
Phew, that's good to hear.
There's nothing good about it! The back of my head still hurts like you wouldn't believe.
The back of your head, huh? Were you attacked from behind?
Yes, ma'am, right out of the blue, too. I was taking a breather on the balcony and all of a sudden, from behind, thud! That's pretty foul.
Ouch, sounds nasty.
When did the attack happen? Give us whatever you can remember about the events before and after. Sure. It happened today, just after lunch. Norman and I were checking out a potential location for a speech by the bridge. Cooper here had just turned up then. When I talked to him, he said he had some important business with Norman.
What kind of business?
Protos told me to come apologize for that mess on the bridge. It's not like it's all my fault, but I did sort of make it worse.
I see. So you came to say sorry for the scuffle.
Yes, but Norman was still very busy at the time. We'd asked Cooper to wait in the office area. That's when I showed him to this room. I returned to the hotel not too long afterward. I entered the room with Hideo, who had been waiting outside the office, and there was Dels unconscious on the balcony. And Cooper was right there, standing over him. I'm trying to tell you, why does that make me the criminal? He was already out cold when I reached the balcony. I understand what Cooper's saying, but it's only natural to suspect him given the circumstances. There was no one in this room except Cooper and Dels.
Is that true?
After I brought Cooper, I was on watch outside the door. No one entered until Norman got here. No matter how you look at it, that means these two were alone. You sure? Yeah, it's true, but it's like I said. When I went out to the balcony, Dels was already on the ground. So you're saying the crime was committed before you got there? Am I getting that right? Yeah, exactly. And thank Adios, finally there's someone who gets it.
In that case, it'd have to be someone who entered the room before Cooper. Dels, do you remember anything?
It's possible that someone came in. People go in and out of this office all the time. Even if someone had, I wouldn't have thought much of it.
Fair enough. It's an election office, so that makes sense.
Sounds simple enough, at least. The criminal's gotta be one of two people. This guy here, or someone who came into the room before him.
We should be able to narrow it down if we get enough proof. Think we ought to start questioning?
If there's no other useful information, yeah. If you guys notice anything else, or are thinking of something, tell us now. Even if it seems like nothing important. Alright then, I have one more thing I'd like to add. There was something that occurred to me as I was looking through the room after the accident.
Were there signs of being rummaged around in?
Not at all, just the opposite, in fact. It actually felt like it was cleaner than before.
Huh. Is a serial cleaner on the loose?
One way to interpret it would be as a disguise to hide the fact that the room had been searched. Of course, it appears they went too far in inadvertently arousing suspicion in the process.
That's not a bad... Well, whoops, wrong voice. That's not a bad train of thought.
Incidentally, who are you? I was waiting for that question. I'm a traveling bard in I'm a traveling bard, a poetic soul, wandering the wilds of genius.
Sure, but if nothing's been stolen, then isn't the idea that it's a disguise pretty weak? At this stage, I don't think there's any point in worrying about motive.
I agree.
You've grown even bolder since our last rendezvous, Estelle. Your training in La Rochelle was most fruitful. You're simply stunning. Oliver?
Just ignore him. Now, if there's nothing else here you can tell us, we should get to questioning.
Yeah. Well, seems she knows when to shorten the leash now. Good luck with the investigation. We'll come report once we have an answer. We're good. We're counting on you to get to the bottom of this.
Now, how should we go about things? I mean, this hotel is pretty big.
We should
probably split into two groups. You and the princess make some rounds while I keep an eye on this dumbass. These two are our assistants, yeah? Let's make them assist.
Good point. Ready to kick some investigation butt, Flo?
Of course. Assisting companions is only natural for a hunter of love.
You sure don't miss a beat, do you?
Alright, listen up. We need to gather information on the suspect first. If you go around asking about Cooper, something should turn up. If you end up getting a picture on who our guy is, come tell me.
So, once we found the criminal, go report to you? No problem. Let's go see what we can find out.
Alright. Well, that's where we're gonna end this episode for the day, you guys. Thank you everyone for hanging out. Like, comment, subscribe, do the thing, and I will see you all in the next episode where we go to investigate who the actual criminal is. So, take care. Bye!